Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope students, you people are doing good in your home. Students, we have started your second chapter, that is Consumers Equilibrium. In that only we were discussing about the utility analysis and the different law. As we have already discussed two different laws, that is law of diminishing marginal utility and the law of equimarginal utility. Okay, so now let's just again watch one more video about the law of diminishing marginal utility, as it is an important topic from this chapter where there is like a maximum chance that it's going to ask in your exam, so you have to prepare it in a proper manner. So let's just see the video.
Law of diminishing marginal utility. Can you have too much of a good thing? Apparently, yes. For instance, if you're a person who likes chocolate and are given a bar of your favorite chocolate at a party, you might really enjoy eating it. You might even ask for a second and a third chocolate bar and be offered as many more as you like. But would you enjoy eating so many bars of the same chocolate at a time? Not really. The satisfaction or utility derived from the first chocolate bar would be extremely high. But with each additional bar you eat, your enjoyment or satisfaction from it would reduce. Let's say by the time you eat 4 bars of chocolate, you don't want to eat any more of the chocolate at the time. What if you do continue to eat some more chocolate bars because they are freely available, or because a friend insists you eat some more? You may actually start feeling sick instead of enjoying them. This means your satisfaction or utility from the additional bars of chocolate would be negative.
Okay students, so you people are having this concept of law of diminishing marginal utility. Basically here we used to discuss about the satisfaction derived from consuming any particular unit of a commodity or goods. So here now we are talking about, in this example, of having the chocolates. Okay, chocolates 1 bar, 2 bar, that is the different units. Okay, so when you are willing to eat chocolate, the first bar which you are eating, which you are consuming, that will give you the highest satisfaction and the utility will be derived highest to the first one. Okay, as well as you will eat second, 3 and 4, the satisfaction level of this eating this chocolate will slightly decrease. Okay, that what you have got satisfaction while you are eating the first unit will be get decrease in the second, third, and in the fourth it is like least. Here it is said that now it's enough. Okay, but still if you are consuming, okay, so this will give you the negative result. So here it is said that in the fourth unit of the chocolate, when the person is consuming, there is no utility or no satisfaction level was derived. They were like already feeling it full. Okay, but when additional more were like added, if they were consuming the fifth and sixth, they will give a negative result. They will not feel satisfaction. Apart from that, they will start feeling dissatisfied. Okay, so likewise it is saying here.
The decrease in utility derived from each additional unit of a commodity is known as diminishing marginal utility. The, ut-
Yes, students. So basically, as the graph is going downward step by step, so it is what it is showing you the utility. So that is why how that the additional unit of a particular good when we are consuming. So how the utility is getting diminishing. Diminishing means what? Decreasing. So how one by one the satisfaction level or the utility is like getting decreased. So that is only we are studying with the help of this graph and table, that law of diminishing marginal utility.
Utility derived from 6 successive bars of the same chocolate can also be shown on a graph like this, where utility is measured in units. The downward sloping curve shows that the marginal utility per additional bar is decreasing, while the marginal utility from the first bar is 8 units. The marginal utility from the second bar is only 5 units. However, the total utility from 2 bars is more than the total utility from just 1 bar. Total utility is an addition of the marginal utility of all the bars. This can be shown on the graph like this. Adding the marginal utilities of further bars, the total utility curve can be extended like this. However, when the 5th and 6th chocolate bars are consumed, they give displeasure instead of pleasure.
So here now it is also showing that how we can calculate the total utility and the marginal utility. So here we are talking about the marginal utility. So after consuming the 4th unit of chocolate, if we are eating more and more, that will give you the negative marginal utility. It is shown here in this table that how the different 6 units consumptions will give you what all results. So this 8, 5, 3, 0, minus 1 and minus 2, they are the different marginal utility derived while eating the different units of this chocolate bars. Okay, so while it is here mentioned about the marginal utility or the MU, here now it is saying that how we can calculate the TU, that is the total unit, total utilities. Okay, so here the first one, derivation of the marginal utility or the satisfaction is 8. Okay, when the second one we will calculate that what is the total utility of consuming the 2 chocolate bars. So it will be 8 plus 5, that is 13. Okay, and then what about the third unit? So 8 plus 5 plus 3, because we have consumed all these 3 units. Now that is why the utility will be get added on. Okay, likewise for the fourth it is like 0. So again the result will be 16. So here when it is getting level up, it is saying that yes, we are like full. But now what happened when it is like the additional of consumption of the more chocolate bars are there, so the result is what? It is going in the negative. Okay, so likewise it is saying we can do the opposite also, that if it is here now like 8, 13, 16, 16, 15 and 13 is the total utility while consuming the chocolate bars. Okay, so when we have to calculate the marginal utility from the total utility, so what we will do? We will subtract from the lower to upper. So here the first is like 8, so it will remain 8. Okay, but now what is the total utility of the second unit consumed of the chocolate bar? It is 13. So 13 minus 8, that will be 5. Okay, then again 16 minus 13, that will be 3. Okay, then 16 minus 16 is 0. Then 15 minus 16, that is minus 1. And 13 minus 15, that is minus 2. So likewise, either if you are having one data, if MU is there, you can calculate TU. If TU is there, you can calculate MU. Okay, for that there is a formula for finding the MU, that is the TUN minus 1, which is mentioned in your book. Just see that it is nothing but N are the different number. Okay, the units of the like any particular good, and we are saying n minus TUN, that is 13 minus TUN minus 1. Okay, so that means what? That here we are subtracting from lower to upper. Okay, likewise in the simple terms you will understand it. Okay, let's just see the further things.
And the total utility starts falling. The total utility at the 5th bar falls to 15 units and the 6th bar to 13 units. If you eat several more bars of chocolate, you might get really sick, and that would eventually destroy all the pleasure you got from eating the chocolates, and the total utility curve too might turn negative. Now, let's assume you have to buy the chocolate at 30 rupees a bar. You may have 500 rupees to spend. But would you use it all to buy chocolate bars? You would probably want to buy other things such as chips or stationery or maybe watch a movie and keep some money for daily travel. Assuming you're a perfectly rational consumer, how much of your money would you spend on the chocolate bars? For that, we need to look at the marginal utility of the chocolate bars in terms of monetary value. Here's the assumed marginal value of the first few chocolate bars in rupees. At one chocolate bar, the utility derived from a 30 rupee chocolate bar equals 80 rupees. But if you're like most people, you'd want more than one chocolate bar. What is the maximum number of chocolate bars you should ideally buy? The answer would be 3, since the marginal utility derived from the third chocolate bar is equal to the money you would spend buying it. In this case, 3 chocolates is your point of equilibrium. The marginal utility derived from any more chocolate bars would be less than the money you would spend buying them.
So here student, as we have already discussed about this all things, that how we have to choose that combination of the goods which will give us the satisfaction level as well as the equilibrium. So here it is saying that it is what? It is a marginal utility curve, okay, and it is the price curve. So whenever we are saying about the curve now, so whenever the curve are interacting to each other, so it is interacting in the 30, that is the utility, and the price of the good, that is the 30. Okay, so in 30 units, okay, here the marginal utility, the price of the price per bar of the chocolate and the marginal utility were intersecting. Okay, so when there is an intersection of the two graphs, okay, right now just understand like that, that when the intersection point is there, that is only the point of equilibrium. Here the consumer will feel equilibrium balance. So this is the point where there will be the maximum utilization of the price and the consumer will be get satisfied. Okay, let's just see the next thing now. Okay, so here now there are certain gist. Okay, that is the summary. So here what it is first of all it is saying about the utility of a commodity. So utility of a commodity is what? Amount of satisfaction derived by consuming it. Okay, that we have already discussed in our first video only. Now it is saying marginal utility of a commodity. Okay, so what is it? The amount of utility gained from each additional unit of the commodity. So MU is what? That whatever the additional satisfaction we are getting while consuming more and more units of the product. Okay, now law of diminishing marginal utility. What is this? As the amount of a commodity consumed increases, the utility derived from each additional unit decreases. Okay, so this law we have just discussed. I don't think now there the total utility gained by consuming all the units of a commodity. Okay, so it is what total utility of a commodity is the calculation of, you know, showing the result of gaining the full level of satisfaction while consuming the particular all units of goods. Okay, now what is consumer equilibrium and the equation for this? Both are very important. Okay, so what is consumer equilibrium? You should learn it also. Okay, it is consumer's equilibrium is attained when income or a budget is spent on different commodities in a way that utility is maximized. Okay, so when income or a budget is spent in a different ways in such a way that the consumer will get a full satisfaction, that is only the level where the consumer will feel equilibrium, okay, or balanced or satisfied. Now the last one it is saying here, consumer's equilibrium for product X. Product X is any good, okay. So it is what product marginal utility of X will be equal to the price of X, and X is what? It is just an imaginary any particular good. Okay, so that means what? That if I am spending 100 rupees for purchasing 1 kg of mango, and while I am consuming that 1 kg of mango, I have got fully satisfied with that. So that will give me the equilibrium level, because I have like utilized my money in a proper manner, because I am satisfied with the good which I have purchased while spending that money. Okay, so in that way it is saying here. Now let's just see the next clip. Students, there are some questions, so let's just discuss that all also. It is saying, which of the following are examples of utility? Okay, so we have to find that which is the example of the utility. There are some options: a meal for a hungry person, a meal for a student preparing for his exam, study material for a student preparing for his exam, or ice cream for a person feeling very hot. So what will be the answer, students? There are 3 examples of utility. The first is a meal for a hungry person, because a person is hungry, when he will consume the meal, he will feel satisfied. Okay. Study material for the student preparing for his exam, because again the student is in need, so where the study materials will be there, he will be satisfied. The last one is what? The climate is very hot and the person is feeling for an ice cream, so he will also feel satisfied. Okay, which is not included is a meal for a student preparing for exam. Of course, in exams the study material will help, not the food. Okay, so likewise it is saying. Yes, now it is saying we have to see this graph and then we have to answer it. So it is saying the total utility curve slopes upwards then downwards, because now we have already discussed that why the total utility curve slopes first of all upwards and then downwards. So it is saying TU is the sum of marginal utilities and MU at first is positive and then turn negative. That is true. Now again, what are the other options? The TU is total of marginal utility and MU is positive. Do you think it is right? Now it is saying TU is sum of marginal utility and MU at first is negative and then turn positive. Or the fourth one it is saying TU is the sum of marginal utilities and MU curve is downward sloping. So let's just see which is the correct option. So of course, the first one only is true. That is what? That TU is the sum of marginal utilities and MU at first position. Is first is positive and third negative, because what happened that as we want to consume anything, so first of all, whatever the good we will consume, first of all it will give us the highest satisfaction. Afterwards, what will happen? That again it will get decreases, but in a positive manner only. Like first of all, I have got satisfaction level in terms of 50. Okay, then again it is like 40 and then 30 and afterwards 20. So likewise it is increasing but in decreasing order, though it is positive. After consuming the fifth unit, my satisfaction level is like 0, and if I am consuming the sixth unit, it will give me the negative result. So that's why the TU will get bent, and in that point only the marginal unit utility will be negative. So that is why this option is correct. You should understand and remember it. Okay, next question. Now it is saying statity is a point where, statity is what? Now let's just see that there are four options. TU is maximum and MU is negative, or TU is minimum and MU is decreasing, or TU is maximum and MU is 0, or TU is minimum and MU is positive. So statity is a point where the TU is maximum and MU is 0, and this is only the point where the consumer will feel equilibrium, because it is the point where he will utilize his money to the maximum, and the satisfaction derived by the selected products while purchasing the money will be like the high. So that is why the statity is nothing but the equilibrium point where the TU is maximum and MU is 0. Okay. Okay, now it is saying the cardinality is the way in which utility can be ranked, measured, divided or added. So we have discussed about the cardinal utility. So cardinal utility is a way in which the utility can be measured. Okay, so let's just see it. Of course, okay, so it is measured. Now next question. It is saying now that law of equimarginal utility states that a consumer will select two commodities when, now there are three options. The first option is ratio of marginal utility to price of the two commodities is unequal and utilities derived from the combination is maximum, or option B is ratio of marginal utility to price of the two commodities is equal and utilities derived from the combination is minimum, or C, that is the third option, is ratio of marginal utility to the price of the commodity is equal and utilities derived from the combination is maximum, or the fourth one option is ratio of marginal utility to price of the two commodities is unequal and utilities derived from the combination is minimum. So what is the right answer? So it is nothing but the third option, okay, which is saying that the law of equimarginal utility states that the consumer will select two commodities when the ratio of marginal utility to price of the two commodities is equal and utility derived from the combination is maximum. It is nothing but the statement of what law of equimarginal utility is all about. So you have to remember that also. Okay. Now the last question in this is the scope of law of equimarginal utility gets limited because, now we are discussing about the scope, or it is also saying the limitation. So we have to find, there are four options. So it is what, it is difficult to measure marginal utility of every commodity, or the law has no effect on fashions, habit and customs, or the third one is people might be ignorant or careless to weigh the utility of the purchased commodity, or the fourth one is all of the above. So let's just see what is the solution. It is all of the above. All the three are the limitations, okay, like the scope of law of utility get limited because of this three. So these are the limitations. So you have to remember this all things, okay. So for today's session, students, this much only we will discuss, okay. We have discussed about the different that can be framed for 1 marks kind of question answers. Okay, so likewise only you have to prepare your the all topics. Whatever we are like discussing here, you all should go through that from your book also. Just have a deep reading, try to understand the concept while implementing it with the help of table and graph. Any confusion you can ask me, okay? And please study properly at home. Hopefully we will meet soon if the circumstances will be normal. Till that time, just utilize your time, students. Don't wait still, okay? So for today's session, this much only. Thank you, class.